Time.
Time!
Never enough time. Homework.
Homework!
It's pointless.
Sleep!
Sleep!
Today in class, can we just take a nap?
Frustration.
Frustration!
Can we just go back to old school schedule, please?
Stereotypes.
Stereotypes.
What's wrong with me wanting to wear leggings?
Annoyed.
Annoyed.
Can you get mad at me because I don't understand? Expectations.
Expectations.
I'm not perfect.
No.
No! You
No.
can't have time!
All we hear is no.
Time. Homework.
Sleep.
Frustration.
Stereotypes.
Annoyed. Expectations.
No.
Where's the job? What company?
It's a big plumbing company over Nostrand Avenue.
Nostrand Avenue and where?
Someplace by the Navy Yard.
$50 a week, Eddie.
50.
I swear.
What about all the stuff you wouldn't learn this year, though?
There's nothing more to learn, Eddie. I just have to practice from now on. I know all the symbols and I know the keyboard. I'll just get faster, that's all. And when I'm working, I'll get better and better. You see?
Work is the best practice anyway.
That ain't what I wanted, though.
Why? It's a great big company.
I don't like that neighborhood over there.
It's a block and a half from the subway, he says.
Near the subway, plenty can happen in a block and a half. And a plumbing company, that's one step over the waterfront. They're practically longshoremen.
Yeah, but she'll be in the office, Eddie.
I know she'll be in the office, but that ain't what I had in mind.
Listen, she's got to go to work sometime.
Listen, B, she'll be with a lot of plumbers and sailors up and down the street. What did she go to school for?
But it's 50 a week, Eddie.
Did I ask you for money? Look, I supported you this long. I support you a little more, okay? Do me a favor, will ya? I want you to be with a different kind of people. I want you to be in a nice office, maybe a lawyer's office in New York, in one of them nice buildings. I mean, if you're gonna get out, get out. Don't go into practically the same kind of neighborhood. So let me tell you how it is.
If my ladies need something, I get it for them. No one else.
She's still my little girl. I don't want to lose her.
If I'm letting her live with me, then I'll support her.
So my baby Catherine comes to me after a long day's work. Tells me she's getting a job. Just like that. No questions, no discussions, out of the blue. Now I'm the man of the house. I've supported her for her entire life, and now she up and decides to insult me. How am I supposed to take it? Joyfully? Now, I'm the man of the house, aren't I?
I have raised this family for nothing. I have always provided. Now, we may not have much, but if my ladies need something, I get it for them. No one else. She's just 17. She's not old enough to grow up yet. And for B, I know she's just trying to get her out, and it's not her place to. I have raised this family for nothing. If my ladies need something, I get it for them. No one else.
She's still my little girl. And I don't want to lose her. She thinks she's ready. But she's not. She thinks she knows what's out there, but she doesn't. I do. I don't want her to see what I've seen, gone through what I did. She's still my little girl, and I don't want to lose her. Not again.
If I'm letting her live with me, then I'll support her. There's no reason for her to get a job if I'll still be here for her. And yeah, I get it. She wants to be independent, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, whose house is she going to return to? Mine. She's just going to waste her time to make money and waste the money away because I'm sure as hell not going to make her pay for anything. I can pay for anything my family needs. No excuses.
I've been replaced. Move out and grow up. We need the money. So close. We haven't been a proper family since she got here. I have been replaced as a wife and become a background figure in my own home. I want her to move out and grow up. Eddie has babied Catherine for too long. It's inappropriate, and I want my husband back. Catherine wants to leave, and I will do anything to support that. It's time for a change, and that starts with getting Eddie to let Catherine take this job. I've been replaced. Move out and grow up.
We need the money. Catherine's young, smart, and beautiful. The company would have been stupid not to hire her. Eddie's holding her back. She can't live with us forever. I won't allow it. Plus, this is a great starting point for her. Something she can build off of. Why can't she move out now? We need the money.
I want to show that I am growing up and I can handle responsibility.
I want to grow up and be my own. I'm responsible and ready.
You know, I'm not a little kid anymore. I want to show that I am growing up and I can handle responsibility. I want Eddie to look at me in a different light. I want to help pay for things and repay Eddie for all he's done. I don't want him to take this chance away from me. I don't want him to think that I'm still a little kid.
I want to grow up and be my own. So I got a job, and if you don't like it, who cares? I'm old enough to get a job. I'm responsible, honest, and ready. They already picked me for the job, so they think I'm ready, and you should too. I want to grow up and be my own. I'm responsible and ready.
We need the money.
I've been replaced.
I want to grow up and be my own. I'm responsible and ready.
I want to show that I am growing up and I can handle responsibility.
If my ladies need something, I get it for them, no one else.
She's still my little girl. And I don't want to lose her.
If I'm letting her live with me, then I'll support her.
I'm the man of the house. Aren't I?
Come on, guys, we're gonna be late. Let's go to class.
This way, freshmen!
Oh, my God, this way. Don't be late. Hey, I'm a big.
Hey.
Third hour. Yes.
Oh, it's third hour already?
I thought it was second hour.
What the heck?
Yes, second hour. It will be
What hour is it?
third.
It's Carl Bograd.
Third hour.
I'm going to end up whatever. I don't even know how I did it, but we got like $7 million. Hi, Anastasia.
Take a seat if there's room. Claire, how you been doing?
Hey, man.
Did you ever What? Keisha?
What's my name?
Keisha?
Hey, Cameron.
Go ahead and just squeeze in here, folks, if there's not room to stand. Hey, what's up?
don't know about you guys, but I could use a pizza.
Buy beer grips?
Oh, we are so not being freshmen because we'd be talking.
Your essays due today? 236 words.
Come on, man.
Get to work.
Yeah.
Put your phones away.
Yes, I don't have a pencil.
Questions? Questions?
Pass.
Pass?
Tina Nazaro? Tina?
I wonder what she
Tina,
did.
quietly. Your essay's due right now, 578 words and a half.
Is it like abstract, but like abstract?
half for?
Please excuse this interruption. This is an important announcement. Teachers, before the bell rings, after the bell rings, and during the ringing of the bell, you will need to excuse students with their last names ending in the letters N, Q, A, P, V, B, M, or T. Again, N, Q, A, P, V, B, M, or T. They will need to see someone who will then give students a pass to the gym, or someone else will escort students with the first names ending in Y to the front office. However, if your name starts with A or B, you can see your way out of this whole announcement. Those students will then need to obtain a pass from their counselor in E-Building, who will give the pass to their first hour teacher to allow them back in class before the bell rings, after the bell rings, and during the ringing of the bell. Thank you. Also, remember, we will be using the Thursday block bell schedule tomorrow, but backwards.
What?
Thank you.
Your essay's due right now. The bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. So everyone sit down.
What's the best for then? This is ridiculous. Go. If you have a room free, if you have a free,
let's head towards Grant.
We're in here.
And come on in.
Ladies group 2? Yeah.
Welcome to this class.
One is in that.
Violin, please. Welcome to 501. There's little room. Get to know your neighbors.
I have to have you on the other side of the tape line for me, please. On the other side, yeah, that side of the tape. I'm sorry, thank you. I'm still on this side. No, you're good. No, shovel just. All right, that's great. Is everybody in? Everybody in. Get in class.
I don't know about you guys, but
Do you want to be late? Like, I don't want to have to give you a target.
There you go. There you go.
Homework.
Time. Last week's homework? Last week's homework?
Oh,
Last week's homework.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Let's go ahead and follow the tape.
Yes, Sarah.
Come on in, guys. Don't be shy. We're all a family.
Last week's homework.
Oh, yeah. Homework.
Oh my. Wow.
Homework? Yeah?
last week's homework?
Okay, time for second class. Follow me this way. Excuse me, everyone. Okay, so if you follow me, try not to get lost. There's going to be a lot of people, so just don't be afraid.
Or just split.
You're free. Keep coming this way.
Please try your best not to get lost. This is the wrong way and you're coming, and we're just gonna get real cozy here in a minute. Hello.
I know you're afraid. It's okay.
Okay, we're gonna start back.
Are we ready? Keep coming, please. Stay tight. You can do it. Okay, if you follow me. Hey guys, can you stop talking for me? Thank you. Okay, we're gonna head into Mr. McCoy's room. If you guys want to follow me. Come on in. Don't be afraid. There's plenty of room. It just doesn't look like there is. But there is. Yeah. No, you're okay. You're okay. Keep filing it in. Try to get this. Let's try to get everybody in
Can
here.
you scoot forward, please? Fill in, keep going, fill in, fill in.
Okay, if you want to go like right there or something. Oh, there's two. Come on in. Is everybody in?
You're in front of someone, duck down.
Everybody in?
You know, there are definitely some things that I can call frustrating. But you know what the most crushing thing is when a student isn't curious in the world we live. You know, you're trying to tell them something, and you're thinking, don't you want to know this? Like, people say this. Don't you want to be in on the joke? I mean, when people say this, isn't it better to, know what they're talking about rather than not know? And then, to get some sort of feedback line like, I don't care. It doesn't affect my little bubble. I don't need that to play Call of Duty. It's just frustrating.
You know, if people didn't ever say, you did a good job, it would be really hard to teach. Somewhere down the line, somebody has told us, you make a difference. Like, that's why we're still here. If somebody had never told us that, it'd be really hard. Some of those kids probably would say thank you, but they never get the opportunity to. We don't hear that enough, you know? We just don't hear it. Some of these kids have maybe been influenced by us. I mean, I myself, finally, after years, got a chance to tell a college professor before he died, thank you. And you know, it meant a lot to him. But most people just don't get that opportunity. They just don't get a chance to say that to us. I don't know. Maybe that's wishful thinking. A lot of good teachers that I haven't thanked.
You know what keeps me here? Is that we believe education is important. We need an educated society. And what gets in our way is that there are so many kids that don't know that. They don't get it. They don't know why it's important for them to be here. And some of them will never get it. I mean, we have kids that we think are the brightest and the smartest, and they just flounder. And, you know, they get to it at different times for every one of them. And, you know, it might be 50-50 by the time they graduate, but they get it. You know, they go off to college, and after a year they drop out because they don't know why they're paying tuition. They still haven't got it. In less civilized nations, they'd say drop out. In my ideal world, I'd say drop out. Go get a job. Come back when you're 30. We'll take you. If you get it. Just they don't get it.
All right, time to go.
All right, if everybody wants to, yep, just file on out here. And I'm gonna squeeze by you, excuse me. Okay, group 3, just try to stay together here for me.
You just gotta be patient.
Oh, I didn't know we were bringing disabilities into this. I'm like, I didn't know we were bringing disabilities.
Come on. Thank you. Keep it coming, guys. Group 3s, keep coming out.
Clothes coming in here. Don't even care how I look. I'll be in pajamas. I have a lot of disabilities.
That's
What are you talking about?
Just file in.
at the barrage of articles about teenagers and the adults who keep trying to explain their behavior, moods, meltdowns, what's inside a teenage brain.
Unfortunately, teenagers don't realize that they cannot just rely on their feelings and their reactions. They don't realize that they're part of something bigger than themselves. It's impossible for you to see. There's not an evil genius that's trying to discredit you. It's almost impossible for you to recognize this.
I'm 16 and a straight-A student, like most of my friends. We're not as irrational and immature as adults seem to think. We've grown up with a financial crisis and accept that most of us will be unemployed. We no longer flinch at bloody images of war because we've grown up seeing the chaos in the Middle East and elsewhere. We are cynical and pessimistic because of the environment we've grown up in, which should be explanation enough for our apparent insolence and disrespect without having to have experts write articles about it.
The articles aren't for you. They weren't written for you. You aren't the intended audience. The articles are for your parents who are trying to understand you. It's a good thing that the articles are being written and the adults are trying to understand you. Teenagers are so entitled. The universe doesn't guarantee you a thing. Being such privileged Americans, we just have no concept of that. I don't have much sympathy for you. You're tired of articles being written about you? Who cares?
Has no one ever seen that we're angry at the world that we live in? Angry at you, angry that we have to clean up your mess while you hold us in contempt. Analyzing our responses as if we're another species.
You don't even realize what a privilege it is that you can sit there and express that you have such a bad attitude. Have you ever thought of the fact that your parents were children too? A few moments ago, they too were handed their parents' mess, and their parents before them were handed their mess. It's not like you're the only teenagers to have ever existed.
What I would like is for adults to stop treating us as strange creatures from another world, but instead as human beings with intelligent thought. A little different from yours, perhaps, but intelligent thought nonetheless.
What you don't understand is that life has real consequences. You have not experienced life. You haven't even experienced loss. You don't understand. You're so confident and so narcissistic that you just can't see it.
Dreams of kids.
Alright, so before we go to our next class, we are going to a different building. It is cold, so if you have a coat, put it on. 2, try not to get lost. I will not walk very fast. But 3, you don't want to be late to your class, so you might want to hurry.
It's like follow the leader, but with a lot of people.
Talk me to class?
Sure.
Some lighting.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Welcome. I only wish the freshmen. Excuse me. You're going, man. Be free.
Let's not be like the class guys. Don't want to be late.
That's good. Oh yeah, you don't have to videotape me, thanks. Really, you know.
Sorry, it's always cold during closing time. Faster you walk, the warmer you'll be. Faster you walk, the warmer you're gonna be tardy. You're gonna be tardy. Don't be late to class, freshmen. It's
very important that you are not late for the first class. God, what's taking you so long to go? It's cold outside. Come on now, come on.
Yours
Let's
is
go, guys.
5. Keep on moving, keep on moving.
What?
Teach it up, bro.
Teach it up? I'm not teaching.
You guys can move up.
Move up? Sorry, you have to.
Yeah, I just want to up a little. Oh, you go ahead. You're a freshman.
Watch out. Off the gauge where all that construction is.
Good job.
Okay, by yourself. Why didn't you do your homework? Why didn't you do your homework? No. Why didn't you do your homework?
Freedom.
Freedom?
Freedom.
Freedom. Why didn't you do your homework?
Freedom.
Freedom. Freedom. Freedom. Freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Why didn't you do your homework?
Freedom.
Freedom? Why didn't you do your homework? Oh.
Freedom.
Freedom. Freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom. Why didn't you do your homework?
Freedom. Why didn't you do your homework? Freedom.
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 Freedom?
Freedom.
Why didn't you do your homework? Freedom. Freedom?
Why didn't you do your homework?
Freedom. Why didn't you do your homework?
Freedom.
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 Freedom. Freedom. Why didn't you do your homework?
Freedom.
No! Alright, freshmen, we're going this way.
Into Mr. McGinnis's room, D406.
We're gonna go in here now.
All
freshmen. Sorry.
D406.
Yeah, get in there.
I don't wanna.
Ooh, that's a bad take us.
Freshmen, we're gonna be nice and you get to pick your seat today.
Yes.
What, Jaquarius? Jaquarius, come over here. You guys are like the minors?
Back it in, back it in. There's dead space over there, needed.
I don't need this as okay? That's cool too. Looks like there's an empty desk over there.
Desk.
Pile in. They're always too big. Why is there never enough desks in the classroom? Hey Judy, desk, open desk for anyone over there.
Please, my man, I'm having a little trouble doing this work slash, can you just give me the answers for that?
I can't. This isn't it though. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty tricky. So.
Really?
Monday was algebra. Tuesday was trig, and Wednesday was calc.
Okay, yeah, that's not what I'm asking. I want you to give me the answers, not the homework.
That's what I'm saying. Monday was algebra, Tuesday was trig, and Wednesday.
Yeah, okay, whatever. You did the homework.
Yes.
So what are the answers?
The answers to what?
The homework.
Which homework?
Mondays.
Algebra.
No, not the topic, the answers.
Why didn't you say that?
That's what I said! Now what are the answers?
I just gave you the answers.
The answers to what? Which answers?
The homework.
Which homework?
Mondays.
Okay, alright. So the teacher assigned homework.
Yes.
You did the homework.
This is true.
When you did the homework, did you turn it in?
Of course, it's my homework, Grant.
Okay. All I'm trying to do is find out. Give my pencil back. What are the answers to Monday's trig homework?
The trig was on Tuesday.
I'm not asking about Tuesday.
Well, you mentioned Monday.
That's what I'm trying to find out. Okay, alright. Fine. Give you the answer. What are the answers to Tuesday's algebra homework?
Monday was algebra.
I am not asking about Monday now.
You mentioned algebra.
Boy, yeah. Okay. What about calculus?
Calculus was Wednesday.
Yes. So algebra and calculus were Wednesday, correct?
Algebra was on Monday.
I'm not asking you about Monday.
How many man? Algebra was on Monday. Tuesday was trig. Wednesday was calc.
Okay, well, now that we're on calc, can you just double check me on this problem?
I'll do.
Thanks. Okay. So I step up to this equation. I solve for y. I plug x in for y and y for x, solving for the inverse, which I then plug back into the original equation, giving me 1. So therefore, I take the derivative using the limit definition of the original function to give me the slope of the tangent line at that point in the equation, which I then plug back into slope point formula, and I solve the equation. And I don't give a darn! I said I do not give a darn. I don't give a darn about these theorems. Don't bust it.
No, great. Theorems were Thursday.
Alrighty, freshmen, let's go to A building. Back to A building is this way.
What?
I was wondering how you got so much power. Yeah.
Real class. Where's my bag?
Man, it's cold outside.
Freshmen make a hole. Upperclassmen
Wanna get through here?
handle my
I
life.
got seniority over all you. So.
Bye. You doing basketball court?
There was only 2 steps. I feel like I'm going Christmas Carol.
Violin, make sure you have a view.
Alright, folks, to the choir room.
You want to take this now?
Or get stuck out here.
Alright, keep going then.
That reminds me
Stop traffic.
We're all like trying to get through this door.
Yeah, she texted me because I think I'm here. I see Peyton plays cards. Yeah.
Headlock. Me and it, history.
Remember that, Chris? Remember that, Chris?
You never played Kill in the Dark in here, have you?
Idiots!
Please, all front, in the middle. Do not sit in the chair. That is a senior right. Do not urinate. I'm watching you. I don't like it. What's popping out? Watch out from the edges. Please come and stand in the center.
Please stand up. Please stand up.
side of the room.
Know your classmates.
Huddle on me. Don't hug mom. Or tickle. That's really weird. Whack
Judge applications where we're gonna go might be accepted. So much work. So much, and have friends. How am I supposed to do? Expectations. I don't even know what we're doing.
No. I'm running out of time.
Too many things to do. Homework.
I don't understand.
Stop expecting this of me. College.
Sister.
Finals.
Idiots. AP Calc. Homework. Schedule.
Teachers.
Parents.
Scholarship applications. Alrighty. Everyone who's going to speak, please find a seat if you can. Get up, sit in the chair, stand out. Stand to the outside of the room.
Everybody on the outside of the circle now, please.
Outside of the circle.
Chairs, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's some seats. Two people can sit in these seats.
Spread out. Make yourself comfortable, please. We are
unbounded.
We are
Unbounded.
We are
Unbounded.
I am a suburban home, a secluded road, a gentle breeze, and a garden gnome. I am.
I'm in a nice and quiet neighborhood, managing as the bumpy road that nobody travels.
I am.
I am Mexican food, snacks, and comfort foods.
I am.
Smiles that span from ear to ear.
I am.
The weeping willow, the strong, structured earth, deep serenity.
I am.
Smooth as butter and sweet as cinnamon sugar.
I am.
Houses in rows, trees for shade, cars in the streets, and little kids playing.
I am.
Old tennis shoes, a tattered tetherball, skin knees, hopes, and dreams.
I am. I am an antique Latin map, an old wine collection, a French barometer, and a grandfather clock.
I am. I'm a tidy house, 24/7. I'm a warm Sunday lunch after church. I live out of a duffel bag week to week to week. I'm he whose father has more time to work than to see his kids.
I am.
I am a shell. Soul, body, mind, and self-being. At times, I am anger and fear, love and lust. I am beautiful and foul, attractive but ugly.
I am. I am love that never blew away, with only one place that I know how to call my home, where not a single sad tear was ever shed.
I am. I am constant anxiety attacks, over talkativeness, seasonal depression, OCD that conquers the bright happiness.
I
stress reliever. You can talk about your problems or just scream. But like all things, be kind to me, and I'll be kind to you.
I am.
Basketball with my brother, running from him, getting caught, and locked in his closet.
I am. I am a family in pieces, broken by times in which I was a different person. I am incomplete, still a child, an indefinite sentence to the kids' table. The X generation, content to never be content.
I am me.
I am me.
I am me.
I am me. I am me.
I am me.
I am me.
I am me.
I am. We are. Unbounded.
Real quick, just so you guys know, you students will need to fill out an exit slip to be able to leave. It is for your grade. Actually, you know what, Jacob, if you,
Marcy,
you guys can look up for me real quick. Yeah, it's gonna be for your grade. You guys need to fill it out before you leave. Put it on the piano.
Please fill it out, put it on the piano as you guys leave. Be very thorough. It is important for your grade. Don't make it an F.
They're all over the grade.
there are writing utensils under the chairs. Thank you. Folks need one? Please take one. Yes, two.
Does anyone need a writing utensil?
Did you guys get slips?
Pen? You want to need a pen? Can't be successful without a pencil. Pen?
Whoever does not have an exit slip, you get off today. You're welcome.
Welcome back to high school.
And please remember, when you're all done, put them right here on the piano.
Anyone still need an exit?
Yeah, I know that.
Once you have filled out the exit slip and you have put it on the piano or given it to one of the teachers, please feel free to leave. You have 15 minutes to get off campus.
Do you mind if I just start illustrating what's on the exit slip? Sure.
Not the freshman this year. So young.